Hi everyone. In this video, I am going to discuss the October 22 and October 23rd current affairs. The admit cards for the SEBI examination, which is scheduled to be held on 17th November, are already released. You can visit the website, or you might have received the message or the email for downloading the admit card. Download the admit card and read the instructions properly before going for the examination. Also, there is a negative marking, that is 1/4 in the phase 1 and phase 2 as well. So be prepared. So let's begin with the first question for the October 22nd and October 23rd. Who among the following has been appointed as the head of the committee formed to examine the functioning of Employees Provident Fund Organization? That is the EPFO, the Employees Provident Fund Organization. So recently the cabinet committee has constituted a panel so that they could examine the functioning of this retirement fund body, which is the Employees Provident Fund Organization, which will be headed by Kirit Soumya. And what are the objectives of this organization, or on what points they are going to give the recommendation? So they would examine the functioning of this EPFO. So they would consider the functioning of EPFO, the functioning. Next, they would be reviewing the implementation of labor laws and the social security or the welfare schemes for the workers. Next, they would consider the ILO, that is the International Labour Organization conventions, which are binding on India, and the measures taken by the Indian government which comply with these international labor organizations. So they would be providing their recommendation on these parameters. Next question is, what is the name of the India's first luxury passenger cruise ship recently launched? So recently, for the first time, India's first ever luxury passenger cruise has been launched between Mumbai and Goa. This is also important. It has been launched between Mumbai and Goa, and it would boost the tourism of cruise in the country. The name is Angria, and this name has been taken after the first Maratha Navy Admiral. Who was the first Maratha Navy Admiral? So he was Kanoji Angre. And second, so this name has been taken from the two perspective. The first one is taken from the Kanoji Angre, who was the first Maratha Navy Admiral, and the second is the Angria Bank Coral Reef. So this is the reef, the coral reef near the Vijayadurg in Maharashtra. So the name of the first ever luxury passenger cruise ship of India is Angria. Next question is, what is India's rank as per the annual Nations Branch 2018 report? So first of all, this report, the annual Nations Brand 2018, has been released by the Brand Finance. So this report is the Brand Finance Annual Nation Branch 2018 report, and according to this report, India has been ranked at the 9th position for the year 2018. India's rank in the year 2017 was 8, and it has now lowered down to 1 point, that is 1 rank, that is 9th rank. So during this year 2018, the total national brand value which was created by India was reported to be $2,159 billion. This is the annual nation brand value which was created by India. If we look at the first position, which has been taken over by United States, so the brand value for United States stands at 25,899, nearly $26,000 billion. The second position has been taken over by China, third by Germany, and fourth by UK. Next question is, which flower has been chosen as the symbol of remembrance for the Indian soldiers martyred in World War I? So the First World War ended with the signing of this treaty, which was done on November 11th, 1918. So in the year 1918, this was the time when the First World War ended, and to give honor to the Indian soldiers who have sacrificed their life in the World War I, they have chosen the flower marigold as the symbol of remembrance for these Indian soldiers. As this marigold was chosen because it is easily and widely available, it is quite ubiquitous flower, and also because saffron, which is the color of marigold, is often seen as the color of sacrifice. So to relate the flower to the sacrifice of the Indian soldiers, marigold has been chosen as the symbol of remembrance. Next is, for the first time, India, US, Japan would be participating in the joint air exercise. Name of that exercise. So, for the first time, India, US, and Japan would be participating in the COPE India air exercise, which is a trilateral format, and it would be held, or it would start in the month of December 2018, and this is the first time when Japan would be invited to participate in this exercise. Next question is, name of the longest river bridge in India. So the name of the longest river bridge in India is Dhola Sadhya Bridge, which is also known as Bhupen Hazarika Setu, and this is the longest river bridge in India, and this is the current longest river bridge in India, which connects the northeast states of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. So it connects the states of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, and this is currently the Bhupen Hazarika Setu, or the Dhola Sadhya Bridge is the longest river bridge in India. But it was recently announced that India's longest river bridge would be built across the Brahmaputra, and it would be done along Dhubri in Assam, and it would connect to Fulbadi in Meghalaya. So it would connect to Fulbadi in Meghalaya. So they are planning, so India is planning to construct the longest ever river bridge, which will be approximately 19.3 kilometers, and this Dhola Sadhya bridge is approximately 9.515 kilometers. So they are planning to build the longest river bridge of 19.3 kilometers to connect the Dhubri of Assam to Fulbadi of Meghalaya, and it would be constructed, or it would be available by 2026 or 2027. Next is, who has been appointed as the head of the Insolvency Law Committee constituted by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So the Ministry of Corporate Affairs have constituted the Insolvency Law Committee, and this Insolvency Law Committee would be headed by our Corporate Secretary, who is Indeti Srinivas, and they would recommend the modification to the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code of India 2016. Along with this, they have submitted the second report to the government, which deals with the cross-border insolvency. So it is important, the cross-border insolvency. So in this the second report, they have recommended to adopt the UN CITERL, which is the UN CITERL is the United Nations Commission on International Trade Law. This model law of the cross-border insolvency, they have recommended to adopt this model law, as it provides for the comprehensive framework that would deal with the cross-border insolvency issues. Apart from this, they have recommended some more measures so that there is no inconsistency between the domestic insolvency framework and the proposed cross-border insolvency framework. So there needs to be a consistency between these insolvency framework, the domestic and the cross-border, and they have provided recommendations for the same. Now let's talk about this United Nations or the UN CITERL model law. So this UN CITERL model law has already been adopted by 44 countries. Therefore, it is almost at par with the international best practices. Therefore, there is no harm in adopting the international best practices. Therefore, this committee has recommended to adopt this international best practices of UN CITERL model law. This model deals with the four major principles. These are some of the insights regarding this UN CITERL. These are the four major principles. The first one is the direct access to the foreign insolvency professionals and the foreign creditor. So the first principle is they would deal with the direct connection or the direct access to the foreign insolvency professionals and the foreign creditor, so that they could commence the insolvency proceedings against the defaulting debtor. Next important principle regarding this UN CITERL model law is that recognize the foreign proceedings and provisions of remedies. There are always requirement for the remedies. Therefore, this principle considers the provisions of remedies as well. Next is the cooperation between the domestic and the foreign courts and the domestic and the foreign insolvency practitioner. The last one is the coordination between the two or more concurrent insolvency proceedings in different countries. So therefore, to deal with these four major principles of cross-border insolvency, the UN CITERL model law has been recommended. Next is, which state has launched the gaming garage to encourage the entrepreneurs and the game developers. So Andhra Pradesh to boost this gaming industry. So Andhra Pradesh has launched or decided to launch this gaming garage in Vijayawada so that they could generate the employment and encourage the entrepreneurs and the game developers so that they could grow the gaming industry. Apart from this gaming garage would have the sister establishment, which is the which would be known as the School of Gaming, and the School of Gaming would be provided would provide the certifications and they would offer the courses in the field of gaming. Next is Ruzba is the joint military exercise between. So the Ruzba 3, that is the third edition of this exercise, the joint bilateral military exercise between Pakistan and Russia is to be held in Pakistan. So which are the two countries which conduct this Ruzba joint military exercise? They are Pakistan and Russia. Next is which two countries conduct the Iron Magic 19, the joint military exercise? So Iron Magic 19 has already started in Dubai, and this Iron Magic 19, the joint military exercise, is conducted between UAE, that is the United Arab Emirates, and the United States of America. Where is the Kwangsoo Macau Bridge located? So this Kwangsoo Macau Bridge is located in Hong Kong, and it is the world's longest cross sea project. And what is the length of this Kwangsoo Macau Bridge? So it is 55 kilometers and is located in Hong Kong. Next is which country among the BRICS nation has the maximum number of digital payments making more than 200 non-cash transactions annually? So before going to the answer of this question, we first need to look at what all countries come under the BRICS nation. So Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. These are the BRICS nations, and among these BRICS countries, the Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, Russia leads the way with the average adult making more than 200 non-cash transactions annually. India remains at less than 22. One more important point is according to the data from the Bank for International Settlement. The Bank for International Settlement has provided data, and so according to this data in 2017 the ratio of non-cash transactions, the non-cash transactions to the GDP of the country, for India it stands at 1.7, which is the lowest among this BRICS nation again, and for China it stands at 45. Quite a high ratio. So India needs to improve on its number of digital payments done annually. Next, an important question is who has been awarded with the 19th Lal Bahadur Shastri National Award 2018. First of all, this award was instituted by the Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management in the year 1999, and it is done in the memory of the obviously the India's second Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri. This award consists of the cash prize of the of rupees 5 lakh and a citation as well. And this year this award has been given to Fali S. Nariman for his excellence in public administration. So he has been awarded for his excellence in the public administration. In the year 2017, Bindeshwar Pathak was awarded. So for the year 2017, Bindeshwar Pathak. 2016, Gopal Krishna Gandhi. 2015, Pranoy Roy, and 2014, A. Sivathanu Pillai. So the eminent Fali S. Nariman has been awarded this 19th Lal Bahadur Shastri National Award in the year 2018. Next is who has become the first Indian wrestler to win 2 World Championships medals. So he has become the only or the first Indian wrestler to win the 2 World Championship medals. Bajrang Punya, after winning recently, has won the silver medal at the World Wrestling Championship which was held in Budapest. So after winning the silver medal, he has become the first Indian wrestler to win the 2 World Wrestling Championships. Next and the last question for today is, what is the current percentage of inequality in India as per the Gini coefficient as given by the 2018 Global Wealth Report? First of all, this 2018 Global Wealth Report has been released by Credit Suisse. Now, what is this Gini coefficient? So Gini coefficient is the one way of measuring the inequality among the population. So they take into consideration the wealth among the population and they calculate the wealth inequality or equality among the population of the country. And according to this Gini coefficient, India is at 85.4 percentage for this year, that is 2018, and it has gone worse from 81.3% which was in 2013. Now, how Gini coefficient takes into consideration the measure of this inequality, or how how we study this Gini coefficient. So the 0% tells about the perfect equality of distribution of income among the population, and the 100% tells about the perfect inequality. So 0% perfect equality means there is no difference among the income between the people, they are earning equally. 100% tells about the perfect inequality. And currently India is at 85.4%, that is among the high inequality nations. So according to this report, the Gini wealth coefficient for India has gone up from 81.3% in 2013 to 85.4% in the year in this year 2018, which actually shows that inequality has risen. This is all for October 22 and October 23rd of current affairs. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel Anuj Jindal. Do come up with the feedback in the comment section below and download the Infinity app so that you can read the current affairs, and also you can read the current affairs from the website, that is www.anujjindal.in. On the Infinity app you can attempt the quiz for free. Thank you so much for watching the video.